Hello everyone, here on this new YouTube channel about a deck called Golgari. It's a really fun deck to play. It's definitely not what you usually see, and we're gonna play some games in Mythic, and they're pretty fun. And yeah, let me explain this deck shortly. So the entire decks, it resolves around the graveyard and the lands. For example, you have Dread Presence. Whenever a swamp enters the battlefield, we can ping 2 damage, get 2 life, or we can draw a card and lose 1 life. And with the new Dryad, it says lands you control are every basic land type in addition to their other types. So this means if we play Forests, Blast Zone, Passage, Field of Ruin, it counts as a swamp and it triggers Dread Presence as well. So this is a really neat combo. I really like it. It's fun to play. For example, you can just drop a Blast Zone, a Field of Ruin, get a swamp, get a ping, sack it, get another swamp, get a ping. Really fun to play around. It works the same with Fable Passage, which is also really cool. Other cards we play in the deck is Elvish Reclaimer. It's a 1-drop, and when we have 3 lands in our graveyard, it's a 3/4. So itself is a really good card. We can sack a land and search also for another land from our graveyard. This can be a swamp to trigger Dread Presence, or just any other land we kinda need. We also play 4 copies of the Binding of the Titans. This just fills our graveyard really nice, and there could be the scenario we have a turn 1 Elvish Reclaimer, and we just hit 3 lands, and this is already a 3/4 turn 2, which is really fast and really strong. And in the last step, we can return a creature or land card from the graveyard to your hand. So this is really nice just to get the cards back, which gives you a lot of value. We also have the Glowspore Shaman on the second turn, which basically just is the same effect here, but we can also get that land back, and it's a body. It's a 3/1 body, which can already hit really hard. So this is like the cards we're going to try out early. This can go really well in the curve here. And the next card is the Dryad. It just really helps with the Dread Presence and just fixing lands. It's also really nice to drop this turn 3, get 2 lands out and have access to Cavalier. Maybe there could be more Cavaliers or more 5 spots, but for now I just decided to go with this. We also play Nightmare Shepherd. We play Nightmare Shepherd mainly because it's 4 mana, 4/4 flyer, which also gives us a really good effect. So let's say he has a board wipe, and we have a Dead Presence out, a Dryad out, or Glowspore Shaman. We exile those cards, and we get the same effect again, which is basically all we want. Then we play 3 Hydras. Polukranos Unchained. Since we fill our graveyard really hard, it's a really good card. It's a 4 mana 6/6, and we can escape it, and it becomes a 12/12. It can fight all the creatures, so it's really good against aggro. It's also a really good beatdown card if they don't have anything to deal with. Overall, I really like this card. In the beginning I was not sure, but it really fits this shell a lot. On the 5 mana, as mentioned before, we play Cavalier of Thorns. It comes in the game, and we can also mill cards from our graveyard from our deck in our graveyard, and we can return a land. So maybe this is Swamp. Dread Presence. He likes swamps. I also included 2 fights. It's just really nice to sometimes get cards back. This could be a giant or just any other card we need, and it also provides a board wipe, which is really nice. We're gonna play 2 Loleth Giants. The Loleth Giant is like a niche card in this deck, but since we play many creatures and we discard many cards from our library into our graveyard, this Loleth Giant can easily hit the enemy for 9 damage, which they usually don't expect. And Molderhulk. Molderhulk in this deck is so strong. We just mill so much that this can go like down to 2 mana. Even if it's a 4 mana 6/6, it's amazing. And on top of that, we can get a land back from our graveyard in the game. Let's say it's a swamp. Dread Presence likes swamps. In the land count, we go 25 lands. We play 2 castles. It's a really solid land. We just can draw extra cards. We play the Blast Zone. Sometimes we may need the Blast Zone. We can find the Blast Zone with the Elvish Reclaimer. And yeah, I think a 1-up is really nice. We play Fable Passage mainly because we want trigger of the Dread Presence, or just sometimes it's really nice for the Elvish Reclaimer or Glowspore Shaman just to get the lands back in, out, in, out, in, out. And it fills the graveyard with lands for also Elvish Reclaimer. We're gonna play the Field of Ruin once, could be twice, but we have a lot of double colors here, so I'm not too sure. But yeah, one Field of Ruin is definitely really nice to deal with the scry lands, the token lands, the card draw land, whatever lands, and it can fetch us a swamp again, which is really nice. What also really nice is about this card, you can get any land back, so you can get a Field of Ruin back, sack it again, get another swamp, get a proc. So this is the entire mechanic of this deck. It's really fun to play, and yeah, let's check out the sideboard. I think the sideboard is the one that can definitely have more improvement. For control, I went with 2 Duress and 4 Shifting Ceratops. I think Shifting Ceratops is a really good card, especially in this deck where we have damage and we try to beat down the enemy. So I really like this card in this deck. Duress is just trying to get out some counters, some board wipes if we need to. And we also play Mystic Repeal. I really like this card. It's a 1 mana and we can put target enchantment on the bottom of its owner library. This basically deals with every god. Like, it's a 1 mana card and you just put away a god. It's also really nice against all the prison cards for 1 mana. Really good card. Gonna play 2 Noxious Grasps. Just a really solid removal card. It's instant, it's 2 mana. We could play some other removal here, like E2 Extinctions, with Exiles, which is also really nice right now. But for now we go with Noxious Grasps. Feel free to change that spot. Acid Trophy, also just to have some removal for 2 mana. I really like the 2 mana removals. And yeah, the downside of course is they get a land, but I mean, it's fine. It's a 2 mana, we can remove everything, which is really good, except gods. So that's why we still have Mystic Repeal. And we're gonna play 2 Cries. If we face a really aggressive deck, we definitely want to make sure that we board in some Cries and go lower on the high curve here. Yeah, maybe you can even play 3, but right now I have 2. And yeah, this is the deck. I hope you enjoy it. We had some good games. And yeah, feel free to subscribe to this new channel. Follow me on Twitch. I'm a lot there. And yeah, have fun. We're gonna try and keep this just to find lands here and fill our graveyard with stuff. But we forced to use a Fable early on. Okay, it's gonna be a swamp. Yeah, definitely going for the Glow Spore Shaman here. There's also nothing else I could do. I just hope he doesn't have too many removals again. Okay. Okay, we didn't find the land, so we need to get the Fable Passage again. Which is a bit sad. Okay. For the Erasure, sure. Classic. I really wonder what he's taking away here. Death Presence is the card value card, but then on the other hand, he has so many spot removals. Nightmare Shepherd is a bit annoying, since when he board wipes, I can still do something. So he decides to make my play way worse now, which makes sense. Definitely makes sense. Going in here. Now we definitely need to draw a land. If we don't draw a land, we are in a lot of trouble. Yeah, we need to go for the second swamp, even though usually I prefer to go for mountains, for forests, but it is what it is now. And all the Fodder ratio. I mean, why not? Why not? Yeah, makes sense. It's the best value card. We found the land. Gonna play our Nightmare Shepherd. Gonna attack. So this way we can also remove our Globe Spiral Shaman, get a new Shaman, and get an extra proc again. Get the land again. What do we see? So there is no board wipe right now, which is really nice. Okay. Going in here. It's a tricky situation. I think I'm gonna play him just to get the land. I'm gonna force him to play the board wipe here, but he needs a black land. Okay. Okay. Could be a counter, could be a removal. Definitely going to find the land. This time a forest. So we can keep most of our swamps in the deck. The swamps, they really should be in the deck though. Just for dead presence. Gonna attack here first. And he didn't play counters before, so we're gonna try it. It's exactly 4 damage, so this is lethal. So yeah, the counter. He didn't have that one before. Kinda sad. Maybe should have waited. Didn't saw a discard, so I assumed he didn't have. Drawing lands on the top in this situation is really sad, that's for sure. Okay, he's a bit afraid now. Gets really low, right? Did he find like a Lydia or not a top deck card? No, he also has a land. He's on 4. There are some cards you can find to win the game. Find another giant. There are many good cards. It's not a land for sure, so we're just gonna go next. And hope that our top decking is better than him, even though we already took so many lands out. This is playable, for sure. This is definitely playable. I mean, I always like this card, so. It's 3 damage. Free attack, free power is really nice. Probably. I could take a Fabled Passions to get all the land out, since it recycles itself. But right now I don't think. I have 4 lands. I feel good. I feel good. The chances that I draw another land is high, so I'm just gonna keep it like this. Narset? Okay, sure. At least we can instantly kill it next turn. It's nice. We're gonna drop a Blast Zone here. Okay. Sure. At least this is not an artifact. Makes me happy. We're definitely gonna up the Blast Zone here. And we still have the option to play an Essence Trophy, but right now don't feel it's necessary. Sure, so it's gonna recycle again, we have to kill it again. It definitely soaks in damage, which is not that. That's more annoying. That's definitely more annoying. This gets rid of our card here, which is really bad. So I basically have to make a decision which one I want to lose, right? Yeah, we need to force him to play his hand. We need to force him to play his hand here. He's definitely too tempted to play Elspeth here. At least Narset doesn't find him lands, right? So he needs a land on his hand. And it's not an enchantment. So he cannot use Revoke Existence. The Fairy, sure. He's definitely soaking in a lot here. Sure. Going for the Cavalier here though. fill up our lands and our graveyard. Yeah, his Planeswalker is soaking a lot of damage, and he didn't find the land there, or I would have played it. So does he find the land here? Our Giant does 5 damage already, which is nice. And our Molder Hulk is also in a nice position for 4 mana, that's definitely really nice. Just to keep pressuring him. Ref seems fine. Yeah, that's an interesting decision here. It's actually interesting. I think I'll go for a Dead Presence here. Just to get more cards. Play it. And we're gonna draw a card. And that's it. So this is a card to be okay with getting Elspeth here. It already drew as a card, so it recycled itself. It's a bit sad it doesn't draw a land, but that's magic, right? How many times has this happened to us or to me, right? Sure. It's a bit sad, but yeah. Okay, we just do the same again. But this time we also play the Molder Hulk. It's gonna get us a swamp. Going to draw a card. Playing a Molder Hulk. Getting back Fable and do the same again. Getting another land. Drawing a card. Okay, so he's forced to do something. He has only 4 mana, so he needs like a board wipe. Something like this. He found the land. Found the land here. We're going for a Molder Hulk. And then we're gonna fetch us a forest. He has an Elspeth, so he needs to play Elspeth. So let's try to maximize the damage here. And play a second Molder Hulk. He already played 2 Chaos Wraths. So I don't think there will be another one coming right now. And we get a forest. I'm gonna play Shepherd though. Just in case if there is a Wrath, I at least keep my Molders. If I want to. I mean, just a third one would be really crazy. Sure. So how does he deal with the double Molder Hulk now? Sure. Having 6 damage here is fine. So we force him to play his hand here, which is really good. Definitely want to surprise him with this card. Drawing a land after fetching so many lands is kind of strange. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play this. So he takes 7 damage. Even if he would play Elspeth here, he would be dead. So he needs a board wipe, like literally a board wipe. That's why I'm gonna keep my. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it in the hand so far. I'm gonna draw a card here instead. He needs 2 removals here. And 2 Chaos Wraths are already out. It's a really funny deck to play. It's like the feeling of Golgari is so strong in this deck. I really like it. It's definitely something they don't expect, so that helps too. Yeah, so this was the first game. We won it. It was fun to play. Let's go for the next one. This is way too slow. I cannot play this. Better, but still not good. That's a hard one, but this is definitely weaker. Looks like a fast deck. Let's see if that presence can do something here. Okay, I hope there's no Loxodon, and there's probably a Loxodon next turn. And he is on the play. This could be over really fast. And does he have the Loxodon? It seems he has it. Oh, he doesn't. Oh, that's okay. Still not fun. 5 damage is definitely not fun. Sure. We definitely have to make sure that our Death Presence does his stuff. Okay. So, oh, he has Tomic mainboard. Tomic is really hard. Just seeing the Tomic there is really sad. Yeah, we have to face this. Getting a lot of life. Definitely get away. Tomic. Getting 1 life is fine. Yeah, dropping a Swamp and dropping the Dread Presence here. Is there a card we want? I mean, you can get the Swamp back, but... Oh, this was a nice one. This is a nice for me too. Because the main problem is, he gets the tokens before, so this is game. Healer definitely is the best top deck you could have had here. And yeah. Definitely have to do some adjustment here. We're gonna play our Noxious Grasp. We're gonna play Cry here for sure. So Cry is in, Noxious Grasp in, and we're gonna play Mystic Repeal to deal with his annoying god. So the cards that are too slow, like Giant, there's no way we're gonna hit him with Giant and kill him. There's literally no way. I'm gonna keep the Cavaliers here, mainly just because it has reach. The Shepherd is flying, I like it. The Glow Spar is okay. I will go down though on one. I'm not even sure if the Elvish Claymore are good. I mean, it's an early blocker, but then he still flares. So I think in this case scenario, where we have to go more control-y, I think the Reclaimer is maybe too weak. It's a good card to be fast, but I'd rather have a Dryad that can block better. Essence Trophy is fine, I guess, but it cannot deal with the Heliod, so I think I go like this. We can still fill our graveyard enough so we can keep the Molder Hulks in, since we're on the play. But that was a really explosive start from the opponent. I mean, definitely not easy to win this. Completely a fine hand. Have access to deal with his god, access to deal with many creatures. Later on, have something to snipe stuff. Oh, and also having the Hydra to fight some creatures. I think this is a really solid hand here. And there's also the first one. So right now we just hope he's just gonna deploy 2 creatures and get a really good cry off here. Okay, that is fine. And we will definitely gonna use it here. This dies, his toughness goes down, so we can kill both. Gonna play the forest just to have maybe the swamp, but so get rid of 2 creatures, definitely fine start. Sure. And sure. Yeah, that's gonna bite you. Yeah, we have many options here. Many options. Death Presence is really good if we draw land. So the thing is, if we Glow Spore here, we don't get a land, so except if we draw something. I think I'll go with the Hydra here. Really solid card, can fight all his stuff. Not easy to deal with for him, for sure. He found something, but that's still fine. We got the Mystic Repeal and deal with his creatures now. So we're gonna repeal this. And then we're gonna fight. Good question though, but I think we're gonna fight this. so he cannot use it, and that's it. Good trade. This card can still trade, he's only in 2 land, which is a really bad spot. Has to go out. So I think playing it more in a control-y type now helps for sure. Still not sure now since we're on the draw. I think we have to make some small adjustments. Especially I think like the Molderhawks. I think we should go down on some more. I mean, the Moldogs can go really good. I'd rather play now something early to be able to block, and maybe playing Assassin's Trophy. Now also Elvish Reclaim seems better again. Maybe going down a Dryad here. Shepherd is just an overall good card. Hydra is amazing. Cavalier is fine. But I'm still a bit too sad about the high curve here. So maybe we need those again. Yeah, the curve is just too high. I mean, Cry is a thing. It hits us if we don't have the lands, right? I don't feel that Dryad is really good right now. Turn 3. I mean, we have so many turn 2 cards. I kind of want to keep the Cavalier. I will go down on Nightmare Shepherd. I definitely keep this, it's just a board wipe. Let's keep 1. Nah, let's keep them. Maybe we can really ramp into this. So let's go down on the Molderhawks. The Molderhawks, usually they're just really good in pushing in. But it doesn't help right now. I mean, it ramps, but it's not like an early ramp or something. And I'd rather have everything that's early now. Ah, this is unlucky. We cannot keep this. This we can keep. This is for sure the Cavalier. And we're giving the Hello back. Yeah, okay. We really need to hit something. Like, if he boards too wide here, it's definitely not easy. Okay. If he has a Loxodon, it's gonna be hard. So, we're gonna have the Swamp here. We need to play the Glowspore Shaman. And get our Fable at least back. So, I really like Fable Pasha to Glowspore Spiron if we don't find something. It's really decent. Hello. The question is, do you want to keep... So let's say next turn we can play a Binding of the Titan. So I kind of want to have a second green though. But then this doesn't help. But at least it would find us a green, so... And we block everything, just hoping there's no Loxodon. Everything that dies is 1 damage less for us. So right now we can go with this. He didn't find his land, but... Let's see, found the Hydra here. Decent. Getting back next turn, probably at Red Presence. Oh, not next turn, the turn after. Found another creature, totally fine. Taking 2 damage, cool with that. Getting 1 life back here is also nice. So, you too. And I'm really happy to have the Mystic Repeal here, just to be able to do something. Right now, we have so many options, and I think the best card to play is just a Hydra. This is a really strong card. He gave me the good game. I mean, it's not over yet. I mean, you can draw a land in Heliod and it's still not fun, right? I found the land, found the Heliod. That's totally fine. We're gonna deal with the Heliod next turn. We probably don't even deal with it. We're just gonna kill his creatures here. So, we're gonna get back at Red Presence. Gonna play the Red Presence. Getting the swamp and deal with the creature. Since this is really annoying, making sure his thing goes lower too. Can easily attack here. We are on 17 life. And next turn we can fight creatures and we can repeal the Helliot. That's a good card. Definitely a good card. We having the Essence Trophy though to deal with it. He cannot lifelink right now since he played this, but he can lifelink his Helliot. We're taking the damage here, that's for sure. We will not block this. It's definitely a good draw, so we take it. Let's see where it goes. On the flyer, makes sense. We can kill any creature anyway. If he has a Loxodon, ooh, that's a hard one. I wonder. I mean, I don't mind if it's a dead presence, actually. That's a... sure. Cool card. We definitely need to get rid of that guy here. This is just really hard to deal with. And now we definitely want to get rid of creature too. So the problem is we will not fight yet. We're gonna attack here. We have so many options, so we're definitely gonna attack here. Since you can just tap it. And that's it for now. Yeah. So let's see what he draws. We're gonna fight here. If you need to fight. Yeah, that's unlucky. So before he does it, we're gonna fight. We definitely go for this since it's 2 damage. He can give it lifelink too. I don't know why I didn't. Right now we don't have to deal with Helliot here, so it's all good. It's all good. Many options again. Probably best. I mean, the Helliot I really don't care. I could get rid of this, get Red Presence back, but then I only do 2 damage. So we just kill this. I gave him the good game. I mean, he just called it twice. Sure. Can get the life, it's fine. One mana, 3/4 cards. Really lovely. Really lovely. And we're gonna shock us here. Just in case we need to. Access on our Hydra again, if we need to. And we're gonna kill it anyway. And auto land. So right now I honestly think I'm gonna get back this card. Helliot does nothing. Sure. Gonna play the swamp here. Yeah, it's a good game. You can just do that. Also really nice, we can always find swamps with our elf here to proc this again. But in this case we could just attack. Gonna play the Dryad, which makes every land we get to swamp. So we can technically just... yeah, this is so over. And yeah. Really enjoyed this deck. I hope you liked the content. And this deck has some improvement. So if you have any ideas how we can improve this deck, please subscribe to this channel. I know it's a new YouTube channel. Or just join me on Twitch. I usually stream. Everything's in the description below. And yeah, I wish you all a good day. And maybe see you another time.